Are you over 60 and trying to eat healthy but still noticing weaker bones or persistent joint pain? Well, what if I told you that one supposedly healthy food you're eating every day might actually be undermining your bone strength? Today, we're uncovering a surprising truth that most doctors don't discuss with their patients, and it could be the missing piece in your bone health puzzle. So stay with me because you absolutely won't want to miss this life-changing information. You know, after working with thousands of seniors over the years, I've noticed a disturbing pattern. Many people are doing everything they think is right for their bones, taking calcium supplements, eating what they believe are nutritious foods, staying active, yet they're still experiencing bone density loss, unexplained joint discomfort, and that nagging worrying about fractures. The frustrating part is that conventional wisdom tells us to eat more leafy greens, more plant-based foods, more of these so-called superfoods. But here's what's shocking. The very foods we've been told are the healthiest for us might actually be working against our bone health in ways that most people, including many healthcare providers, simply don't understand. This isn't about fear-mongering or eliminating entire food groups. It's about understanding how certain compounds and foods can interfere with our body's ability to absorb the nutrients we desperately need for strong, healthy bones as we age. The truth is, bone health after 60 isn't just about getting enough calcium. It's about ensuring your body can actually use that calcium effectively. And there's one particular group of compounds that can significantly interfere with this process, compounds that are abundant in foods we've been told to eat more of. Understanding this could be the difference between maintaining strong bones well into your golden years and facing the serious consequences of bone loss. Listen to the full series on senior bone health and nutrition for complete strategies to maintain strong bones and optimal health throughout your golden years. Your future self will thank you for the knowledge and actions you take today. Asterisk. After the age of 60, our bones naturally become more fragile due to hormonal changes, decreased physical activity, and reduced nutrient absorption. Osteoporosis affects millions of seniors, joint pain becomes increasingly common, and the risk of fractures can dramatically impact quality of life. However, many of these age-related bone issues are preventable with the right nutritional approach, which is why understanding what you eat becomes absolutely crucial. The statistics are sobering. 1 in 3 women over 50 will experience an osteoporotic fracture, and men aren't immune either, with 1 in 5 facing similar risks. These fractures aren't just painful. They can lead to loss of independence, chronic pain, and significantly reduced mobility. Hip fractures, in particular, can be life-changing events that many seniors never fully recover from. What's particularly concerning is that bone loss often happens silently. You might not realize your bones are becoming weaker until you experience a fracture from what should have been a minor fall or impact. This is why proactive bone health management is so important and why the foods you choose to eat every single day play such a critical role in maintaining bone density and strength. Your bones are living tissue that constantly breaks down and rebuilds throughout your life. After 60, this balance shifts, with bone breakdown happening faster than bone formation. This is where nutrition becomes your most powerful tool. The right foods can slow this process significantly, while the wrong foods, or foods that interfere with nutrient absorption, can accelerate bone loss in ways you might never expect. The good news is that with proper nutrition, including understanding which foods to emphasize and which to moderate, you can maintain strong bones well into your 80s and beyond. Many seniors are surprised to learn that their diet choices have more impact on their bone health than they ever imagined. It's not just about taking calcium supplements, it's about creating an environment in your body where calcium and other bone-building nutrients can actually do their job effectively. Now here's the twist that catches most people completely off guard. One of the sneaky culprits undermining your bone health is oxalates. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many plant-based foods that we've been told are incredibly healthy and beneficial. The problem is that these compounds can bind to calcium in your digestive system and prevent it from being absorbed properly by your body. Think of oxalates as tiny molecular magnets that grab onto calcium before your bones have a chance to use it. When you eat foods high in oxalates, especially when you eat them frequently or in large amounts, they can significantly reduce the amount of calcium your body actually absorbs from your meals. This means you could be eating calcium-rich foods and taking calcium supplements, but still not getting the bone-building benefits you need. What makes this particularly frustrating is that many of the foods highest in oxalates are foods we've been encouraged to eat more of as we age. These are foods that appear on every healthy eating list, foods that nutritionists recommend, foods that seem like obvious choices for anyone trying to improve their health. Yet for seniors focused on bone health, these foods can actually work against your goals. Oxalates don't just interfere with calcium absorption, they can also bind to other important minerals like magnesium and iron. For seniors who may already be dealing with reduced nutrient absorption due to age-related changes in digestion, this mineral binding can create significant nutritional deficiencies over time. It's like having a roadblock in your digestive system that prevents the very nutrients you need most from reaching your bones. The research on oxalates and bone health is compelling, yet most people have never heard of oxalates, let alone understood how they might be affecting their bone density. Studies have shown that people who consume high oxalate diets consistently have lower bone mineral density compared to those who eat moderate amounts of these foods. This doesn't mean these foods are bad, but it does mean that understanding oxalates is crucial for optimal bone health. What's particularly important to understand is that oxalates aren't evenly distributed across all plant foods. Some plants are extremely high in oxalates, while others contain very little. Learning which foods are highest in oxalates and how to manage your intake can make a dramatic difference in your calcium absorption and overall bone health. So, which foods are we talking about? The list might surprise you because it includes some of the most praised superfoods in modern nutrition. Spinach tops the list as one of the highest oxalate foods, containing more oxalates per serving than almost any other commonly eaten vegetable. If you've been adding spinach to your daily smoothies or salads thinking you're doing your bones a favor, you might actually be working against yourself. Almonds, another food often recommended for healthy aging, are also extremely high in oxalates. A single ounce of almonds contains significant amounts of these calcium-binding compounds. Sweet potatoes, which many seniors choose as a healthy carbohydrate option, are loaded with oxalates. Beets, often juiced for their supposed health benefits, contain very high levels of these problematic compounds. Even those green smoothies that have become so popular among health-conscious seniors can be oxalate bombs. When you combine spinach, almonds, sweet potato, and other high oxalate ingredients in a single drink, you're creating a perfect storm for calcium malabsorption. The irony is that many people drink these smoothies specifically for their health benefits, not realizing they might be undermining their bone health goals. Other surprisingly high oxalate foods include rhubarb, which contains some of the highest levels of any food, chocolate and cocoa products, certain nuts like cashews and peanuts, and even some teas. Swiss chard, often substituted for spinach by health-conscious individuals, is actually just as high in oxalates. Soy products, including tofu and soy milk, also contain significant amounts of these compounds. What's particularly concerning is that many seniors have been told to increase their intake of these exact foods as they age. The standard advice to eat more leafy greens, more nuts, more plant-based foods, while well-intentioned, doesn't take into account the oxalate content and its impact on mineral absorption. This is especially problematic for seniors who may already be struggling with calcium absorption due to age-related changes in their digestive system. The key thing to understand is that this isn't about demonizing these foods, they do have nutritional benefits. However, when bone health is your primary concern, and especially if you're eating these foods daily or in large quantities, the oxalate content becomes a significant factor that needs to be managed carefully. Moderation and strategic food combining become essential skills for maintaining optimal bone health. Why understanding and managing oxalate intake is so crucial for long-term bone health. Part 6 Signs you may be getting too many oxalates. Recognizing the signs that you may be consuming too many oxalates is crucial for protecting your bone health before serious problems develop. While some symptoms can be subtle and easily attributed to normal aging, others are more specific indicators that oxalates may be interfering with your mineral absorption and overall health. Frequent joint pain and stiffness, especially in the morning or after periods of inactivity, can be an early sign of mineral deficiency caused by oxalate interference. Many seniors assume this discomfort is just part of aging, but when it's accompanied by other symptoms, it may indicate that your body isn't getting the minerals it needs for proper joint and bone maintenance. Muscle cramps and spasms, particularly in your legs or feet, are another common sign of mineral deficiency that can be related to high oxalate intake. These cramps often occur at night and can be quite painful and disruptive to sleep. While muscle cramps can have many causes, when they occur frequently in seniors who eat high oxalate diets, mineral malabsorption should be considered as a potential contributing factor. Persistent low energy and fatigue that doesn't improve with rest can also be related to mineral deficiencies caused by oxalate binding. Iron deficiency, in particular, can result from high oxalate intake, leading to feelings of weakness and exhaustion that many seniors struggle with daily. This fatigue is often dismissed as normal aging, but it may actually be preventable through dietary modifications. Kidney discomfort or a history of kidney stones is perhaps the most direct indicator of high oxalate intake. While not all kidney stones are formed from oxalates, a significant percentage are, and people who develop calcium oxalate stones are often advised to reduce their oxalate intake. If you've experienced kidney stones or have ongoing kidney discomfort, examining your oxalate consumption is essential. Changes in nail strength and appearance can also indicate mineral deficiencies related to oxalate intake. Brittle, weak nails that break easily or develop ridges may be signs that your body isn't absorbing enough calcium, magnesium, or zinc. Similarly, changes in hair texture or increased hair loss can sometimes be related to mineral malabsorption issues. Digestive issues, including bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort after eating high oxalate foods, may indicate that your body is struggling to process these compounds effectively. Some people are more sensitive to oxalates than others, and digestive symptoms can be an early warning sign that these foods are causing problems in your system. Why understanding and managing oxalate intake is so crucial for long-term bone health. Part 6 Signs you may be getting too many oxalates. Recognizing the signs that you may be consuming too many oxalates is crucial for protecting your bone health before serious problems develop. While some symptoms can be subtle and easily attributed to normal aging, others are more specific indicators that oxalates may be interfering with your mineral absorption and overall health. Frequent joint pain and stiffness, especially in the morning or after periods of inactivity, can be an early sign of mineral deficiency caused by oxalate interference. Many seniors assume this discomfort is just part of aging, but when it's accompanied by other symptoms, it may indicate that your body isn't getting the minerals it needs for proper joint and bone maintenance. Muscle cramps and spasms, particularly in your legs or feet, are another common sign of mineral deficiency that can be related to high oxalate intake. These cramps often occur at night and can be quite painful and disruptive to sleep. While muscle cramps can have many causes, when they occur frequently in seniors who eat high oxalate diets, mineral malabsorption should be considered as a potential contributing factor. Persistent low energy and fatigue that doesn't improve with rest can also be related to mineral deficiencies caused by oxalate binding. Iron deficiency, in particular, can result from high oxalate intake, leading to feelings of weakness and exhaustion that many seniors struggle with daily. This fatigue is often dismissed as normal aging, but it may actually be preventable through dietary modifications. Kidney discomfort or a history of kidney stones is perhaps the most direct indicator of high oxalate intake. While not all kidney stones are formed from oxalates, a significant percentage are, and people who develop calcium oxalate stones are often advised to reduce their oxalate intake. If you've experienced kidney stones or have ongoing kidney discomfort, examining your oxalate consumption is essential. Changes in nail strength and appearance can also indicate mineral deficiencies related to oxalate intake. Brittle, weak nails that break easily or develop ridges may be signs that your body isn't absorbing enough calcium, magnesium, or zinc. Similarly, changes in hair texture or increased hair loss can sometimes be related to mineral malabsorption issues. Digestive issues, including bloating, gas, or abdominal discomfort after eating high oxalate foods, may indicate that your body is struggling to process these compounds effectively. Some people are more sensitive to oxalates than others, and digestive symptoms can be an early warning sign that these foods are causing problems in your system. Now, before you panic and eliminate all high oxalate foods from your diet, let me be clear, complete elimination is not necessary and could actually be counterproductive to your overall health. Many of these foods do provide valuable nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber that contribute to your overall well-being. The key is understanding how to consume them strategically so you can get their benefits without compromising your bone health. Moderation is absolutely crucial when it comes to high oxalate foods, especially if you're over 60 and focused on maintaining strong bones. Instead of eating spinach every single day, perhaps enjoy it 2 or 3 times per week. Instead of having almonds as your go-to snack, rotate between different nuts and seeds, choosing lower oxalate options more frequently. The concept of nutrient balance becomes particularly important here. If you do choose to eat high oxalate foods, it's essential to balance them with foods that support calcium absorption and provide the minerals your bones need. This means being strategic about meal planning and food combinations rather than simply following generic healthy eating advice. Timing also matters significantly when consuming high oxalate foods. Eating them separately from your main calcium sources can help minimize the binding effect. For example, if you want to enjoy a spinach salad, don't eat it at the same meal as your yogurt or calcium supplement. Spacing these foods apart by several hours gives your body the best chance to absorb calcium effectively. Individual tolerance varies greatly when it comes to oxalates. Some people can handle moderate amounts without significant issues, while others are more sensitive and need to be more restrictive. Factors like your overall health, kidney function, digestive efficiency, and genetic predisposition all play a role in how your body handles oxalates. The goal is to create a sustainable eating pattern that supports your bone health while still allowing you to enjoy a variety of foods. This isn't about perfection or strict elimination, it's about making informed choices and understanding how different foods affect your body's ability to absorb the nutrients it needs for strong bones. Focus on foods that are naturally low in oxalates but high in calcium, magnesium, and other bone-supporting nutrients. Broccoli is an excellent choice because it provides calcium that's easily absorbed by your body, unlike the calcium in high oxalate vegetables. 1 cup of cooked broccoli provides about the same amount of usable calcium as a cup of milk without the oxalate interference. Kale, while it does contain some oxalates, has much lower levels than spinach and provides excellent nutrition for bone health. It's rich in vitamin K, which is essential for bone formation and provides calcium in a highly absorbable form. Rotating between kale and other low-oxalate greens like arugula, bok choy, and collard greens gives you variety while supporting your bone health goals. Sardines are nutritional powerhouses for bone health, providing not only easily absorbed calcium but also vitamin D, omega-3 fatty acids, and high-quality protein. These small fish are one of the best food sources of calcium available, and because they're low in oxalates, your body can actually utilize the calcium they provide effectively. Plain yogurt, particularly Greek yogurt, offers probiotics that support digestive health and calcium absorption, along with high-quality protein that's essential for maintaining bone structure. Choose plain varieties to avoid added sugars and consider full-fat options which may help with the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D. Chia seeds, when consumed in moderation, provide calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus in a highly absorbable form. Unlike high oxalate nuts, chia seeds are relatively low in oxalates while being rich in bone-supporting nutrients. They also provide omega-3 fatty acids which have anti-inflammatory properties that benefit bone health. Fortified plant milks can be excellent alternatives for those who don't consume dairy but choose varieties fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or pea protein milk can provide significant amounts of calcium without the high oxalate content of whole almonds. Vitamin D deserves special attention because it's absolutely crucial for calcium absorption, regardless of your oxalate intake. Spend time in sunlight when possible, consume vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish, and consider a vitamin D supplement, especially during winter months or if you live in a climate with limited sunshine. Here are 3 practical, easy-to-implement strategies that can significantly reduce the oxalate content of your meals while maximizing your calcium absorption. First, cooking methods matter tremendously when it comes to oxalate levels. Boiling your spinach, chard, or other high-oxalate greens instead of eating them raw can reduce oxalate levels by up to 50% or more. The oxalates leach into the cooking water, which you then discard, leaving you with greens that still provide nutrients but with much lower oxalate content. When you boil high-oxalate vegetables, use plenty of water and discard the cooking liquid rather than using it for soups or other dishes. This simple cooking technique can make a dramatic difference in your overall oxalate intake. Even lightly steaming these vegetables can help reduce oxalates, though boiling is more effective for maximum oxalate reduction. Second, rotate your greens and don't rely on the same vegetables every day. Instead of having spinach in your smoothie every morning, alternate between lower oxalate options like kale, arugula, romaine lettuce, or bok choy. This rotation not only reduces your overall oxalate load, but also provides a wider variety of nutrients and prevents you from developing sensitivities to specific foods. Consider keeping a simple rotation schedule, perhaps spinach twice a week, kale twice a week, and other greens the remaining days. This approach allows you to still enjoy all the vegetables you like while managing your oxalate intake effectively. Variety is also important for maintaining interest in your meals and ensuring you get a broad spectrum of nutrients. Third, strategic meal planning and food combinations can maximize your calcium absorption while minimizing oxalate interference. Pair calcium-rich foods with your meals, but separate them from high oxalate foods when possible. For example, if you're having a meal that includes higher oxalate vegetables, make sure you're also including calcium-rich foods in other meals throughout the day. Consider the timing of your calcium supplements as well. Take them at different times than when you consume high oxalate foods to maximize absorption. Also, include foods rich in vitamin C with your calcium sources, as vitamin C can enhance calcium absorption and may help counteract some of the negative effects of oxalates. Remember, just because a food has been labeled as healthy doesn't automatically mean it's the right choice for your specific health goals and life stage. As we age, our nutritional needs change, and what worked for us in our 30s and 40s may not be optimal for maintaining health and vitality in our 60s, 70s, and beyond. Understanding these nuances is what separates good nutrition from truly effective nutrition. The information about oxalates and bone health represents a perfect example of how personalized nutrition becomes increasingly important as we age. While the general population might benefit from eating more spinach and almonds, seniors focused on bone health need to approach these foods with more awareness and strategic planning. Smart food choices really do make a significant difference in your quality of life as you age. The decisions you make today about what to eat, how to prepare your food, and how to combine different nutrients will impact your bone health, energy levels, and overall well-being for years to come. It's never too late to make positive changes that can improve your health outcomes. Your bones are living tissue that respond to the care you provide them through nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle choices. By understanding how different foods affect your body's ability to absorb bone-building nutrients, you're taking control of your health in a way that can pay dividends for decades to come. If this information has been helpful to you, please share it with friends and family members who might also benefit from understanding the connection between oxalates and bone health. Many seniors are unknowingly undermining their bone health through well-intentioned dietary choices, and spreading this awareness could help prevent serious health issues for people you care about. For more comprehensive information about senior nutrition, bone health strategies, and age-appropriate wellness tips, make sure to listen to our complete series on healthy aging. We cover everything from supplement timing to exercise modifications, meal planning strategies, and how to work effectively with your healthcare providers to optimize your health as you age.